Welcome guys, and my first Let's Play Victoria 2 Hearts of Darkness. Alright, so I'm going to turn down the volume just because I can. Alright, so now ignore all of these are my past games I'm playing. So I have to decide which nation I should play first, and I've played just about all of them apart from US, France and Britain. Apart from them, I played just about almost every nation, apart from the Indian nations, a few others, but just about everyone. So, so I was just thinking about which nation I should play. I played pretty much a lot of them, but there's one nation I've played in just about every game, but not in this nation. Not because I don't want to, but just because I've kind of been not afraid, but hesitant to play for no real good reason. And that's Russia. I've had a lot of successful games playing as Russia in a lot of other games, and I've never actually played as Russia in Victoria 2. So I think this is the perfect time to actually play as Russia, since it will be my first time playing as Russia. So we're the world's second most powerfulest nation. This is going to be good. Alright, so let's dive right in. Awesome. Right, here we go. So our nation isn't that bad. It's huge though. Look at it, absolutely huge. Alright, so what am I going to do first? Right, so first thing, taxes. We'll boost all of these things up. Boost tariffs up. Military wise, yeah, that can be left at 50%. Education, I think can be left there, and it's kind of depressed me. Yeah, so negative. First thing we'll start off is military, mainly because I have a huge empire, and I'm going to be getting involved in a lot of wars. So we better just be prepared for that. China seems to be an easy target for early game Russia, so I might go ahead and try and attack China. But I really want to focus. So yeah, so where should I focus? Europe, Middle East, Asia. This is a bit of a difficult question because I think I might. So yeah, so I don't really give two flying colors about Middle East. Really, Europe, I want to worry about. Sweden has to go. Full stop. I want to severely limit Germany here, Prussia at the moment, and severely hurt Austria and the Ottoman Empire. And I'll focus on China afterwards, and we'll see what happens. So we got that going. Political, appointments, no voting. That's the way I like it. What do we need to get this? Some rubbish. Release nations. Well, we won't be doing that anytime soon. Populations. Useless trade, diplomacy. Well, we are a great power, so we might as well go ahead and start getting some guys on our side. So Brazil, because Brazil tends to dominate. If you come to their aid every now and then, they tend to dominate self. Brazil and Mexico. If we can get Mexico it should stop America from taking too much land from Mexico. So we got, yeah, that's gonna be annoying competition. I read somewhere that wasn't wise to influence China in early game because it can stuff up the economy. I don't know if that's currently the same or it's different or something, but I can actually influence them and prevent Germany from falling, I should say. Really don't know. These guys tend to be quite a significant player, so I'll influence them. So I got 3.1 influence at the moment. I think that's about it. These guys I'm just going to attack. Persia is probably going to be another nation I want to take. I do want to push Russia down, so I do have. Just thinking, I'm thinking out loud here, guys. Should I get the Middle East as well? No. Actually, yeah, yeah. Okay, so get this second, and I will Colombia, since it seems like the Europeans seems to have a heavy interest in these two countries here near endgame. So most of my influences in South America, which is kind of sad since a lot of the fighting will be happening in Europe. When Spain falls down, I'll get Spain as well. Okay, well I think that's a good start. I have a fleet. D2. Any transporters? Honestly, 2. What's that gonna do? Another 2 there. Alright, so let's start stacking these guys. So first thing first is we want a war with these guys here. It's no secret. So obviously we actually want to have a stable force in the capital at all times. Move force up here, so what I need 9, go up there. You will be stationed. Yeah, so we gotta make some more units. We do not have enough. So what we actually might do is try and ally ourselves with old Persia here, because it will be our most dangerous nation to us, I believe. So we are going to want to do this. I'll station those guys down here. Redeploy them when I see fit. Who else is left? No, you can stay, you can stay. These guys, yeah, I'm going to put you guys over here. Alright, so, oops, 24. Training, I like to keep things even. We're building a fort. Alright, so we want to, oh that's right, we don't have enough money. So what I'll be doing is, now this is where I'm not that kind of expert of the game, you can kind of tell, but I'm going to increase military spending because that encourages troops as far as I know, and I will be lowering, how far can I lower them? Not very far, so I'm just going to lower them to about 10, I think, and military spending can go down to 15. Yeah, so I'm not really in a good tax-wise. It's not really happening for me. Right, so we want to rise our research points. What do you call them? Literacy. So, oh wow, Kiev. That's a huge population. Claymores. Flame Wars. Alright. So we don't want to see army construction. What else? Everything else seems to be okay. Speed this right up. Looking around, I think we are pretty safe. Alright, so let's go. And there we go. Whoa. Didn't take very long. So France is already friendly to them, which is natural. Yeah, it's going to be a tough go. Look at that randomness. Horrible. Right, everyone's kind of falling into place. So we'll divide you guys up. Okay, go here. One there and one guy there. Beautiful. Now, we actually may want to reposition our troops because I do want to go for them as soon as humanly possible. Hopefully it won't take long for the new troops to be built. Alright, so I'll let them build. Actually, what we might do is Prussia's put the troops on the border there. So what's this province over here? What's the population sizes? Oh no. Oh, okay, so coal. I love having coal. Coal's good. It's good for the soul. So East Guard. Okay, yeah, so I can't say that. One thing you guys find out really soon is I can't say names of shit. It's just my dyslexia is that bad. I'll tell you what, it's really a confidence loss. What do you call it? Dun, 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 dun. Awesome. Acquire state because it is. I mean, you can clearly tell it's rightfully ours. It's just poking into Russia, and that's obviously ours. That building that fort was a mistake. Kinda was a mistake. Actually, should have. Yeah, I should have actually gone for them first. But I'll decrease our relations with them. How long does this one take? Almost a year. Jingoism. Okay, you might have heard this in another video, but I'm just gonna repeat myself now. Jingoism. Oh, fuck you, honestly. Jingoism. I can't even say it properly now. Look, in a state like Russia where we have no elections, jingoism shouldn't even be a thing. Simple. Because as far as I understand the game, it represents your nation's hunger for expansion. And in a nation like China or mine, it doesn't matter if your nation isn't hungry. Maybe you should get a penalty because the nation just can't produce enough to keep up with the expansion. But I just hate it how you declare one a country and the people have no voice, and yet you somehow can't, just say, right, well, I want half the country because you don't have enough jingoism. I just think it's just the biggest rip-off. It's honestly not nice. They're already friendly, so I'm just gonna stop that because that's not gonna end up going anywhere very well. Oh, sweet. We haven't even got any infamy yet. Anyway, back to the Djangoism. It's like if I go to war with Austria, I should be able to demand all the states that are under my control because they don't have the military strength to take back. I don't have to give them back. So I don't understand how I would be limited by my people's opinion on the war. It just doesn't make sense to me. If I'm thinking it, if I'm viewing it wrong, please tell me in the comments. But as far as I understand from the game, no, it doesn't work that way, mate. Right, so look, we have a lot of troops spawning here, and of course, they are spawning in Russia's vast landmass, which is good. Which is what we all want. So we'll merge his forces together. Look, I'm just going to put him back in the capital. Don't want these guys to really lose out. I'm surprised I haven't actually... No, I am in debt. Bugger. Yeah, so we're just going to drop it down to 20. That's only nothing, so... Oh, fucking of course. So we'll just bump that back to 50. And hopefully we'll start building up some money so we can replay these loans. There we go. That's beautiful. Right. So yeah, I don't agree with Djangoism. That's why I use a cheat with it, because if I'm playing a democracy, I tend not to use the cheat because I understand why. Because I might go ahead annex a half of the country and there will be a complete revolt, because in a democracy everyone's like, you know, human rights, you know, you shouldn't be doing all these bad things and other stuff. But in a nation like, I don't know, like Russia, it shouldn't honestly be a thing. I should be able to do literally whatever I want. And it should really just doesn't matter. That's my problem with jingoism. We'll cut you guys. Ooh, that's too much. Again, too much. Send you guys back up there. It's interesting, the history of Russia, how the capital was Moscow, and then moved to St. Petersburg, then back to Moscow. If I was the in charge of Russia when it collapsed, I would have moved the capital back to St. Petersburg. Although personally, I really like it being Moscow because it's the original capital of Russia. You can move back up here to reinforce these lines. Yeah, allied with France. Right, so that's just going to stand there and do nothing. That was a waste. That was actually a really bad mistake on my part. And a really bad mistake on my part. So I'll accept that penalty there. How long do I have it for? Because I really would enjoy having it if they go to war. Right, so I've lost. Someone surpassed me, but it's alright because it won't be long. So I should be able to, because America will go to war with Mexico pretty a lot. Have they done that yet?